Eigrp equal cost multipass. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can configure Ecmp in Eigrp. You know that Eigrp by default support equal cost multipass or equal cost load balancing, but we can enable also the unequal cost load balancing that we will learn about it in the next video. For now, let me to show you the default status in Eigrp when we have multiple same metric paths, for example, between a source and destination. As you can see here, between the router 1 and router 6, we have 4 paths. These 4 paths are exactly identical, and because of that here, we will see that these 4 paths will be available in the routing table of, for example, R1 to reach quad 6/32 and R6 to reach quad 1/32. Actually, I didn't configure anything more than simple Eigrp configuration. This is our text file. In this text file, as you can see, we have step 1 to step 6. Step 1, draw the topology in Ecmp. Step 2, interface IP address assignment and no shutdown command in router 1, 2, 3, and also router 4 and router 5 and router 6. And after that, here we have step 3, configure classic Eigrp in R1, R2, and R3. I configured it. And also step 4, configure named Eigrp in router 4, 5, and 6. I configured it. Let me to show you the status until now. In the router 1, you can use the show IP route. For example, from Eigrp, you can see here to reach to quad 6/32, we have 4 equal paths, and also in the router 6, if you want, you can check show IP route Eigrp again. As you can see here, we have 4 equal paths to reach quad 1/32. As actually here in show IP protocol, we have this term. The term is the maximum pass is 4. It means that when you have some pass with same metric, maximum 4 pass can be added to the routing table for that destination, for that network. Okay, you can tune this. For example, if you have more than 4 pass, you can tune it to, for example, 5, 6 or more. Or in some cases, maybe you don't want to use some links, some pass, you can reduce the maximum pass, for example, from 4 to 2. Let me to show you here in the router 1. We can configure it. In the router 1, I want to configure the maximum pass to 2. It means that I want to use only 2 of these 4 paths, not all of the 4 paths. Okay, you can use this command, router Eigrp1, and then maximum pass. Here you can use a number between 1 to 32. 1 means I want to disable load balancing, and also you can configure any value between 1 to 32. For example, let me to use 2. And then in the show IP protocol, as you can see now, the maximum pass is 2, and because of that, in the routing table, do show IP route Eigrp, now we have only 2 paths for reaching to this network. Also in the topology table, do show IP Eigrp topology, all links, you can see to reach to quad 6/32, we have 4 paths, but only 2 of them are successors. Why? Because we configured maximum pass 2. Also in router 6 that we configured Eigrp with the named method, you can use router Eigrp lab address family IPv4 unicast AS number 1, and then under the topology base, here you can use maximum pass, for example, 2. And then do show IP protocol can show us that here the maximum pass is 2. Because of that, do show IP route, okay, in this router also can show us to reach to quad 1/32, we have only 2 paths. Because of that, you can configure Eigrp load balancing in classic Eigrp, and also Eigrp load balancing in named Eigrp configuration. Now this is equal cost multipass, or actually equal load balancing feature of the Eigrp.